It's max season, people. It is. Free rank ticket, don't mind if I do. Apparently they nerfed him, but I wouldn't know about that because I don't read the patch notes. If they even have patch notes. All I know is potion, potion, transform reagent, potion, potion, etc., etc. Max laboratory. Can I hit you with something? I think we might be in a new era, man. Just because there's so many useless enchanted Mac items. Having more money and more income seems valuable to me, man. How about a Thurible? How about a Rubis? How about an Emerald? Mortar and Pestle? I'm going to take a Philosopher's Stone because it comes with a chunk of lead. The reason I bought the Emerald is just in case this ends up being a poison build. This is like a nice enabler. Let's go Pyro. I don't know if we get lighter or the burn skill. We have a pretty good setup for like a burn build. Particularly, I mean, I know lighter is just one burn, but like the more burn you can apply, the merrier, right? I gotta remember, you gotta stack proportionally more burn than poison. I know you're gonna say, no you don't, because the burn goes twice as fast. Yeah, but the candle that burns twice as fast lasts half as long, man. Like, I got this candle I bought in Vancouver. I think it's called the Go Naked Essentials, but it's written in, like, cursive, so I can't really read it. 25-hour burn time. I haven't even lit it yet, because I'm like, dude, what if I light it and fall asleep? It might be gone by the time I wake up. Hi, Tomo. Let's go in on the Thurible here. I don't really feel like I need a weapon right now, but to be fair, I don't really know what weapons I'd even be looking for. Crit chance. Maybe Thurible's got some hope, man. I do feel like we'll want Philosopher's Stone. If we're gonna use it for any length of time, we want to upgrade it early so that when it gets transformed, we're pogging. Nothing else really fits the bill. You know what, Thurible? You're welcome to the frickin' show, pal. We don't win by burning them, I think, in this case. We win by stacking up too much regen to be killed. Lanjon Cutlass? That bodes poorly for me, I would say. That's pretty not awesome. That's not cash money. Yeah, I'd say we're definitely going down in an early round here, but that's okay, man. That's okay. Hi, Tomo, my Tomo buddy. Hello, are you okay? You've been sleeping upstairs like all day lately. I was kind of worried about you. You haven't been coming down and bugging me. Complimentary. I'll take a non-weapon item. Myrrh is transformable. Burn skills maybe would go crazy. I haven't really done a burn build as Mac, but I've been burned before, man. I've been burned before. Regen's important, but I'm 20 gold. I want to fill my board with good stuff. I vaunt my board, some people might say. I mean, I don't really want to run recycling bin long term, I think, but you're also a reagent, but we kind of have too many reagents already. I'm trying to strike a reagent balance. I'm gonna try. I think the Boreer is harder than Rogue Scrapper. I could be mistaken about that. But I'm not necessarily pessimistic. Is that a word that makes sense? I'm not necessarily pessimistic about our ability to apply regeneration to ourselves. Like, our regen is gonna kind of pop. They don't scale very well. The burns doing numbers. Maybe this is a recycling build, or recycling bin build early. I don't know. As always, I would just love to get the slow skill, man. Slow something for 3 seconds at the start. Healbot is at least something nice to sell at some point. Great. I mean, I don't really want to upgrade Thurible, but I'm assuming it gets maybe like 1 to 2 more regen as well. 1 more regen. Hey, I'm interested, if possible, like theoretically, if you would be so kind and so nice as to give me the transformation event. Mandala, they say. Okay, Cardboard Newt. I don't like my odds against the Dooley right now. But that's okay. Again, we know what we're doing, kind of. We have a theme to build around. And I could be wrong. Chris Army and have companion Monitor Lizard. So they're going to be poisoning, they're going to be hasting Monitor Lizard and scaling it. Everything else is kind of asynergistic, but the poison is going to sting. We need more regen, much fast. Oh, but we're burning the you-know-what out of them, dude! I was guilty of only looking at my own health bar, not looking at the health bar of mine enemy. Next. Hi, Domo. Transform your leftmost small. Okay, so a free transformation. Very valuable to a fella like me. I would love it if you became restorative, man. Restorative spider mace. Not good. Okay. I shouldn't say not good, but not really what we're looking for in a non-slow, non-poison build. And then you, incense is kind of okay. So, you know, it gives us more regen at least. We might as well put you out there. And you never know when the heal might come in handy, right? This might strike you as crazy, but I actually feel like going all in on the chocolate might be an avenue to consider as Mac. Like gaining 150 HP is pretty considerable at this stage of my life, at least. And finally, Philosopher's Stone is going off, man. Ooh, but I could burn through your shield. Your force field's going to be annoying. Don't get me wrong, but as long as I can burn through the shield while I'm stacking regen, I'm not too worried. I guess the pivot point on this run, and it's going to be interesting to see, but the pivot point is like, is this going to become a potion spam build, or is this going to stay as like a burn-focused build? Burn focus plus regen, and I don't really know the answer yet. But I do feel like, historically, Recycling Bin tends to fall off pretty quick. Let's see, I would love to get the extra fight in here. I think we rinse the Street Gamer without a doubt. When you use a small heal 5, it's not too bad. Dude, I don't know, maybe you could even fit like a yo-yo in here. I don't really know what's happening, to be honest. Everything seems to be going okay. I mean, I have more HP than them. I guess that's the only thing I'm really concerned about at the end of the day. The fire rises. What does he say, Master Wayne? The fire does rise. People, it does. I think this is kind of a pivotal day. Getting to a second win before a second loss would hit the spot. I'm not a big Piggles R guy, though.
The formula of life is revealed.
But what about a Piggles Blue? All weapons? I think we want... You know... While we're here, I don't know, man. Just upgrade the incense for now. We should probably fish for skills, but our board is sort of whack. Also, double the slow triggers is kind of nice, because double the slow triggers is going to give us twice as much charge on restorative spider mace. Not that we really care too much, I think, but so we want double burn on Hugh, I think. I'm sort of pessimistic. I would say like the build is just sort of like good stuff right now. Sell this, your leftmost. I guess. And then if we got nothing else on the board, seems right to me. Okay, I don't know if we even. I don't think we have any more reagents, man. So we're kind of just. We're just hanging out right now. The Philosopher's Stone is not going to be it long term. Let's put it that way. Toxic Bottled Lightning, Potion Distillery, a Shielded Venomander. That's a big shield, I gotta be honest with you. I don't know, just looking at the items, I'm not the arbiter of whether or not, you know, Mac has a build that's better than ours, but I feel like it's not as scary as I thought, given that they had like a perfect record up to this point. Mind you, it's not like we're doing a whole lot to them, but I think we're whittling them better than they're whittling us, brother. We're whittling them better than they're whittling us. Okay, not too shabby, man, as Adam Sandler would say. Not too shabby. And we've got 25 gold to work with. But I think I'm trying to unify the run around the theme of burning. So if they would be so kind as to help me out with that, that would be nice. When either player uses a weapon, charge this 2 seconds. It's interesting. I am going to buy 2 reagents. Just in case we get transformations. Earrings, when you haste or slow. Earrings are interesting, but I don't think it's what we're looking for. And I'm just not a letter opener. I letter opener magic carpet have synergy, but I'm not sure it's very good. We will I guess we'd rather have obsidian just in case it becomes something useful. Toxic is less likely to be useful, I guess. Maybe. Source, I made it up. That's bad for us. We do not want that. Poison 2, sorry. I think we have to try... Flame Juggler's like notoriously a little tough. But if we can just get our regen stacked up fast enough, we can do okay. And we got a restorative spider mace. Don't forget about that. Hang on, we're holding. We're holding. We're not holding. We're not holding at all. We're holding a little bit. We're holding. We're restoring. We're almost held. We're holding. Okay, that was a spooky one. That was a spooky one, but it turns out we own you. And it's just cinders. I mean, lighter would be good, but it's mostly just cinders that I'm looking for, to be honest. Okay, first time your enemy falls below half health, burn 10. Kind of like a rush down mechanic. I can get down with that. Now we're talking. When you slow, freeze, poison, or burn, a regen item gains 1 regen. You. I don't know why I said it like, you know, the crash test dummies. When you slow, freeze, poison, or burn, a regen item gains 1 regen. That's tempting, man. That's tempting. I didn't mean to... Whoa. I didn't mean to zoom in. Don't get the eye tracker out. At the start of each day, get a reagent. Apothecary. I mean, I like you for passive regen. Don't get me wrong.
Nothing a tattoo won't cover.
And then there's something to be said about a sword cane. I'm just not sure it's that good. Every 5 seconds, though. We could have you next to a burner and a regenerator pretty easily. Like, you're not that relevant. You're not that relevant. We can't afford both of these, though. We probably could, because we're going to sell that. And we're probably going to sell this, even though it would be better to work it into something. But, well, let's think about that one, then. This gives us a reagent every day. When you haste, slow, poison, or burn, charge this 1 second. Is that... Maybe that's the play, man. You could... You don't have to cut recycling bin. You could, I don't, well, we need to cut one thing. Just haste, slow, poison, or burn, charge this 1 second at the start of each day, get a re. I just feel like you're a good lad to have on the squad, you know? You keep us in the game, so, but you give us more regen. Okay, here's what I'm thinking for now. I'm thinking this is the play. And why don't you just give me some extra regen right off the top? So what's the game plan here? It hinges around a couple of things. One of them is our skill. Whenever you do any status effect, which we do with lots of burns, and this is a slow, regen items gain 1 regen. 1 regen item gains 1 regen. We have 4 regen items, to be fair. I don't think it really matters which one gets it right now, because they're all kind of similar cooldowns. I guess it would be better because the apothecary, every time we haste, slow, poison, or burn, this gets charged 1 second. So the apothecary would be the dream receiver. So basically, apply status effects, buffs regen items, makes our best regen item, hopefully our best, go off way more often. So we try to kill them via burn and survive via just mass regeneration. I'm realizing it's every Mac build that's ever been made. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, man. They got regen too. We got more, though. We also get regen every time we use a potion. Neither of us are doing anything to the other. They're doing more to me than I'm doing to them, but I've got more HP than them, I think, but I don't know, it's kind of looking like it's bugging out, so I'm not totally sure. But our regen is off the charts, man. 168 a second. Theirs is only 50 a second. It's a battle of the mids. They're having a mid-off, I'm being told. It's a mid-off.
you think you've heard
All right,
my feelings,
regen versus
I
regen,
assure
regen
you
wins.
I
We take
have.
those. Might I say, by the way, all we need to do is get to 7 wins. If we get to 7 wins, we get 2 chests. 2 chests takes us to 10 chests. Then you okay, ka-tung, da, 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 da. And then a bunch of stuff that probably we don't really care about that much, but that's okay. I'm gonna take this straight up regen, man. Keep us alive to get the engine going. There's absolutely no doubt you transform the reagent. Kind of a crazy play. Oh, I don't really want... Well, no matter what we transform, it's going to become toxic. But I think let's transform this. It'll become a silver something. When you poison, gain 2 regen. The thing is, we don't want the... We don't want to pivot into a poison build. So I think it's a sail, but the transformation has buff Philosopher's Stone and the Tome of Yvonne. For those of you asking who are curious. So I feel totally fine about this. I guess what we're really looking for is enchanted items. Like if we can get reagents that guarantee a status effect when enchanted. Not so much toxic unless it's something that goes off really fast, but that can in turn charge Apothecary even more. And I think we kind of want to unwind this recycling bin sleeping potion. Like it's basically one large item and it's doing okay, but I think we can unify it and make it better. Incense, I could take it or leave it, but it does give us a 2-second charge of Apothecary, which is pretty tempting. I just want crypto off this, I think. Or maybe a burn item. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. 9 seconds burn 5 though is kind of a tough sell. Give me silver tier item. I'm going a little crazy on this one. You're done, bud. Let's take a peek at Curio. I don't know, he might have cinder type items, right? Leftmost heal item. I think realistically you're done. And you're never making it onto the board. You're really tough to make it onto the board, I think. There might be some items that I kind of have a blind spot for. These are all bad for us, specifically. Wow. I didn't know how bad Curio could be if you don't have weapons, man. I guess it kind of makes sense. I don't really think we need to upgrade a bronze. Let's see if we got a large upgrade for this. Now, Vat of Acid is like a must-have, right? For each, when you sell an item, this gains that item's type. And it would poison and burn, which would charge Apothecary like crazy. It does cost 24. But let me think. So right now you have just large. I could give you medium. No, I could give you potion though. And I could give you friend. And I could give you loot. I don't really want to give you reagent yet. Although we'll get a reagent tomorrow anyway, so actually I will sell that to make you a reagent. Okay.
It's so tiny.
Interesting. And I actually think that the secondary element of this that's interesting is that we have well, hang on, this is a weapon. This is you're not a tool yet. You're loot. So you're done. And you're a weapon, so I can buy and sell you to give you... Oh my god, it's crazy, dude. What, having one less regen item on the board? What? I've never seen this skin, man. Well, do my eyes deceive me? What am I looking at? Is this the rarest Vanessa skin in history? That's crazy, man. Reloading double barrel with a captain's Vanessa after my own heart. Anyway, the less regen items there are, the more likely it is to concentrate on the Apothecary, which would be the best amongst them. I mean, that double barrel is gonna hurt, man. It's gonna hurt a lot. Oh, we get there. Oh, you should put it to nobler use. What a skin, though. I've never seen anything like that before. Okay. 4 wins in 5 days. Fantastic. And we have a means to scale, I think. What do we want? I kind of feel like I mean, a small burn item is kind of a given, I guess, now that I think about it. I thought about getting a shield item. I think that's okay. Non-weapon item. We want to look at some smalls and larges. Why not, man? I don't think I can afford the reroll, really, though. I forgot what I was talking about. I still feel like we're in a good spot. Lich gets mogged by regen. I think we have to give it a try, man. He regens, but we also regen. This would be a big win if we could pull it out. Now, everything being frozen and slowed right off the bat, not ideal. Let me start right there. I feel like his poison / burn and his regen pales in comparison to our own, hopefully. We do have 175 poison on us. I'm regretting my words and my deeds. We're going to be killed. We're going to die in 1 second. I've made a mistake. I think pre-nerf Mac... Pre-nerf Mac gets the job done. Let's put it that way. We still made a little bit of money, but that's a whiff. Wait, silver or lower? Shout out from the rooftops, brother. I think... I don't even know. I'm hoping it's charge 3 seconds. Or charge 2 seconds. Obviously, that's not the case. I can live with that. We transform a golden reagent. Becomes a turbo invulnerability potion. Should have sold... No, I did sell a reagent. Not great for what we're trying to accomplish here. How about a burn skill? Your potions have +1 ammo. When you freeze, your weapons gain damage. First time you use a large item, freeze. Well, we could sell this for 8, and we probably will, man. Because, like, we're never going to put it on the board. Double the regen gain seems important. I think, if anything, we're learning that we need our items to go off faster. I think. I don't know. What do you got? Calcinator? Calcinator seems like something that would really tie our run together if we got it early enough. You have an equivalent Philosopher's Stone and a heavy ink and quill. I do feel like our regen is like slower than I expected it to be. We're winning PvP, but I also feel like, if you'll forgive me for being slightly rude, we're kind of running up against soft targets. Not to be, like, insanely insulting. I guess one of the dreams, to make this work, replace Philosopher's Stone, even though it does give us a bunch of regen, replace it so that the regen always goes to you, and replace incense so the regen always goes to you, and replace these with 2 items that ideally, like, apply a status effect and go off more frequently. That could mean something to a fellow like me. A gold reagent, okay. That's good. I'm just gonna take... we gotta be careful about our shops, is I guess what I'm trying to say. So I'm gonna take free gains in some situations. Like, for example, some extra XP that could get us to our enchantment a little bit faster. Enchanted reagents could become more important items for us. I think you can go up against Treasure Turtle. He's level 9, but I'm basically level 1,000,000 versus this fella. Now that I think about it, he actually might own me because his shield is really good. I didn't really think about that. Oh wait, how's he can't kill me though. He can't kill me. The sandstorm could kill me. I'm not worried about all that. We'll just very, very slowly apply poison to you. Or something. No, actually the burn is munching you. Yeah, it's taking its sweet time, don't get me wrong. Once it starts to punch through the shield, though, you're in for a world of hurt, brother. A world of hurt. I don't even know. I guess we want to go to, like, a toy shop. Because if we sell a toy, this will get another 6 and 6.
What strange creatures prowl these streets?
You're an aquatic. Dude, that's fantastic. Because I could sell you. That's another 6 and 6. That's a big buff, man. And we want gold tier skills because the other statuses don't really apply. First 4 times you use a potion, your large items have a better crit chance. Your leftmost item has a better crit chance. Expensive reroll, man. When you heal or gain regen. I mean, freezing an item for 4 seconds is kind of crazy. Un-item is just so slow. I'm going to say freeze for 4 seconds. And I'm going to say skill upgrade. 15, but I'd rather have 1 extra burn on everything. And this is a reagent. Okay, I'm sorry, it has to be done. We still need to do the transformation here. Please turn into something amazing. Toxic Quill and Ink. It is nice that it has multicast. It's just a question of how committed you are to burn, man. Because like this... Oh, we have a weapon. Never mind. It can't function. But you're a regen item too, man. We got too many regen items, I'm realizing. I think our run is actually... I realize this is a BM thing to say when we're on like 5 wins in 6 days or whatever. At least up to this point. Shadow Cloak, Cutlass, Crow's Nest, Poison Silencer, man. Look familiar? Hold, just hold. Freeze it and slow it. That's the trade-off, is that it's gonna get slowed. I would not feel so all alone. Everybody must get slowed. Would have been nice to keep it frozen a little longer, though. Yeah, you got me pretty good. You got me pretty good on that. You did rush me down with Bloodhound. Okay. I'm starting to learn, man. They killed the Infernal. Holy cow. I feel like our run is not that good. Like, our theme is good, but our items are not feeding into our theme amazingly. But I think we still got lots of potential, don't get me wrong. Another transformation. An Obsidian Invulnerability Potion, okay. Let me be the first to say you're done, bud. You're also done, bud. 34 gold. To me, we go to a shop on that. I could get you reloading. You're already a tool. See, this is something that I was... wait, you are already a friend. Okay. This is something I was interested in. Slow an item for 3 seconds. When you slow, haste the item to the left. Is it possible we start to unwind? Like, maybe you're not that good. Because we wanted less regen items. When you slow, haste the item to the left of this. So you would slow 2 things, haste this for 2 times. We would charge like you up, or maybe you up instead. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. We're slightly unwinding the fire build to instead, well, I think we genuinely may lose to the dragon because we may not kill them fast, but I'm going to give this a try because they have items that would work well with burn. Double the burn of an item for a fight. When you burn or use a dragon item, charge this. When you use a medium item, one of your burn items. There's a lot of stuff that's tempting here. I don't know if we can win by just stacking regen, given how fast our burn is going to scale, but I'm giving it a try with the perma-hasted Philosopher's Stone. This doesn't look good, man. This looks really bad. Not 400, not 700 burn, please. Okay, but you know what? I took a swing. Give me my gold. I want the gold.
Just to remember the feeling.
I still think this was the right play. Now, to be honest, I think it's that. I don't really want a weapon. I don't really want gumballs, man. I guess I'll take 5 gold. And a Mac that's doing better than me. It's Ruby to try to concentrate the... You're already... Maybe I put it there.
Why must
It's
we do this?
Ruby to concentrate the regen in a smaller amount of items so that we can focus on charging those items. But a lot of our items have regens. A regen. Okay, you're a potion build. Obsidian bottled explosion. That's crazy tech, man. Oh my god, it's gonna double its value 8 times with lifesteal. That's I wouldn't look at this one and be like, wow, we really screwed it up. That's a disgusting enchantment with that much ammo. Okay, fair enough. Because what this item does is it doubles its damage for the fight every time it goes off. Then it's got 5 ammo and it goes off twice every time it goes off. So first it does 80, then 160. I mean, you can. I'm not gonna belabor the point, I suppose, but you get the idea. Give me transformation. It's just really hard for me to get rid of Philosopher's Stone, man. I don't really care about restorative bottled tornado, so I'm gonna use that as tackle and fuel. Around 33 regen. Let's look for some mediums. I'm not giving up yet. When you freeze poison 10, you are transformable, but you're not really what we're. Oh, I should have looked for stuff to sell, man. Vehicle. Vehicle's a new one. And toy. I gotta remember toy. Enchanted item with shield effects. I feel like shield would be good. Don't get me wrong, but let's try apothecary, man. Restorative apothecary. Not exactly the type of business I was looking for. This happens a little bit more often with Mac these days, I feel. And it's, I don't know, it's been like 4 days since he came out, to be fair. But I feel like I get stuck more often. Like, I get halfway into a good run, and then I can't find, and it's, maybe I should be experimenting more, to be fair, but I can't always find the pivot point to, like, get myself out of it. Wait, oh, dude. Heal equal to 10 times this item's regen. Actually, that's kind of crazy. Because you'll receive a bunch of regen the more we sell regen items. Interesting. Not that I'm going to get rid of Philosopher's Stone. Right, most heal is 20 extra heal. Okay. Let's see, man. We got 39 gold. Diamond smelling salt's pretty sweet. Let's buy a reagent. Buy a reagent.
Enjoy your purchase.
Charge adjacent items 1 second. Small potion weapon. Smell potion. Will charge adjacent items 1 second. You have a same items charge all items 1 second instead. Including yourself? Maybe? I don't know. Don't have an answer for you.
As a GSM and master merchant, I can.
I gotta look. Relic! Dude, I can't afford you, never mind. I was so excited for but a brief instant, but I can't buy and sell you. A tool. Get a small reagent. When you sell a reagent, get 1 regen. Your poison items have plus 15 poison. For every 20 poison on the enemy, this has multicast. I mean, if we were doing a poison build, that would be insane.
Am I even a master merchant?
Stop talking. A pig on 5 wins. Okay, so a like-minded individual. But I think at this point we would take off the 5 burn. It's kind of crazy, but just add 1 more slow, man. It'll get extra charges onto our apothecary, but mostly I guess we're probably gonna have perma-hasted Vat of Acid anyway. It's a Adelotl build. It's a turbo apropos chapeau build that makes their yo-yo go sicko mode, I'm assuming. And the matchstick, right? I forgot about the oh, and it's gonna make the Adelotl go off like crazy, man. We gotta slow that Adelotl. We gotta pump those numbers down. We gotta tamp those numbers on the Adelotl way down. Oh no, here it comes. This is bad. I got a lot of regen, but it's not even close to enough. Alright, we go to lethal. Given that we're going to lethal, I mean, it's gonna be enchantment. I don't really know what I'm looking for though. Obsidian. What happens if you go obsidian vat of acid, man? I gotta know. Deal damage equal to 10 times this item's burn. I mean, that's a lot of damage. That's 520 damage every 3.5 seconds. And it's only day 9, like... That could help us out here.
So close to failure.
I think we gotta go. I didn't even look at anything else, but... Dude, we're getting a lot of Bazaar con.
After all these centuries,
Max skills. More regen. First few times you use a potion. I mean, I'm really I'm a believer in not spending a third of our net worth on the reroll at least. We don't really want medium items, to be honest. In that case, why don't just give me a chocolate bar, man? Like, we could sell you and you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not using you. I'm taking the free chocolate bars to save our money to buy one transformative item. If we would be so kind as selling the chocolate, it was food. It gave us even more burn and thus more damage, man. What are you doing? 33 regen. There's a part of me. Incense, it's the double slow that interests me, man. Right, if we could transform Mothmeal into something that's like better at, because it's going to be heavy, if we can transform it into something that's better at applying slow and not sucking up regen, so more of the regen could go to Apothecary, which goes off more often and has its heal scale off of that, that would be killer, man. So we mog the octopus, like that wasn't even up for discussion. We're going to sneak in an extra level.
A waste of my time.
We get a golden cutlass, which is definitely not what we're looking for. Sorry, mini cutlass. Mini cutlass. More cinders is not bad in this situation, I think. We don't... Do we want a poison item? We don't really want weapons, so sure. When a player uses a weapon, charge this. Unlikely, I would think, to be super good, but we didn't really end up going to the shop. Now that I take a look at it. But this could be huge, man. Heavy Mothmeal? Heavy Myrrh? Gain 5 regen, slow an item for 1 second. Slow one item for 2 seconds. Every 5 seconds, gain 5 regen. I think, bizarrely enough, the silver Mothmeal does better. I don't know. They're level 12, I'm level 12, but I feel like our stock is falling. I don't know, they might be falling as well for all I know. But Restorative Magnus's Femur, so they're going to be a slowing build. Oh my god, triple cast Rainbow Potion? That seems bad. I think. I hate their build because it's like more creative than mine. Alright, well, I had fun with it. I had a lot of fun with it, but our run did fall apart. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future. Maybe we'll get that 10th chest next time. Goodbye, y'all.